This is a vlog for my younger self. Just to say, deal with it now, or else it will come back over and over. Hello guys, guess what? I'm with my old friend. I'm here in Brisbane, Australia, and while I'm here, I'm vlogging and playing piano at the same time. Today, I'm going to shortly vlog about why I chose to heal my trauma. I said chose because it's a choice, guys. I have been undiagnosed for over 20 years, and I've been diagnosed with anxiety and PTSD, post-traumatic disorder, just last year. It was a choice for me to go to therapy because I need psychotherapy. And of course, there are traumas that can't be healed by just, other people's advice, guys. It's better if professionals will help you deal with your trauma. I am deciding to heal it because my body just won't go on any longer without me focusing on my healing. What I'm trying to say is the body keeps track records, guys, and you can just always say it's fine, and there was one day when I'm just gonna forget that I have the trauma, but there will come a time in your life when everything will just pack on and pack on. The pink elephant in the room is just getting bigger and bigger, and you can pretend and put a little towel there or a big towel and pretend the pink elephant isn't there in the room, but it will eventually go bigger and bigger until the room will just fill up with the pink elephant. That's what happened to me last year. So I have no choice but to heal my wounds from the past. And I am sharing this with you because it's very important that whatever kind of trauma it is, no matter how small, it's better if we solve it as much as we can so that we will not live in this forever cycle, guys, of not learning from the past. Guys, when we say trauma, it doesn't have to be a huge one. Abuse can be a lot of things. It can be emotional, it can be mental or spiritual. And sometimes we don't know that we were abused because we've lived in such a toxic environment since childhood. And it's only when we're aware that something's wrong inside of us. It's like common trauma, like the childhood trauma. When you're having a separation or a divorce, there's an effect there. When you experience loss, for example, death, loved ones, or abuse from a loved one, or from a spouse, it's also traumatic. Or abuse from a parent or a partner. Those are kinds of abuse. Thing that really change the way you think and the way you operate. And sometimes we don't accept it, for some reason. And for me, I just said I deserve it because of my religious background. It's not helping my mental state, and it didn't help me get through with that assault that I experienced before. And even if my religion helped me a lot for decades and decades about my depression and all, it really helped me, guys. Being in a choir, singing my heart out, release of that depression when I was in university. In a way, it helped me. But as I became more mature in my 30s, I realized that lots of my beliefs, it's not helping me, guys. It's only when you become an adult and you are aware that you have this state of mind that there's something wrong with you because you can't connect to other people. All the relationship you have romantically, or it's just friendship, it's not working out. It's a disconnect there. you realize that your patterns are really unhealthy. And if you're like me, I researched why there's this disconnect, and I found out. Guys, it's important to know the root cause of everything. Like, for example, I have this friend who had this victim mentality that he said to me that he never had a good relationship with the opposite sex. As his friend, see his patterns because we've known each other for a long time. I wanted to help him, but there are times when you can just only help people who wants help. Some people don't need help because they think they're okay. This video is for those who needs awareness, you know, that when you had trauma, your reality gets distorted, which means you think you're okay, you're pretending you're okay, but it's difficult to ask help. But there are lots of contents, especially in YouTube. There are lots of therapists here. You just have to search in, for example, how to heal childhood wounds or traumas. And all these therapists, they will guide you. And there are contents and vlogs about it, how to deal with it. So this is just a vlog for awareness. Here in Australia, I know this is true that with rapid transformational therapy, they charge $250. I don't know, for 30 minutes or an hour. But my therapist costs 200 something in 30 minutes. My point is, it will take you a while to process that you have an issue or you have a trauma, but at least by hearing what I'm saying to you, it's like that maybe in the future, if everything falls apart, there's always a way. There's always someone to talk to, you know? So I'm not gonna go in depth about the trauma things. Vlog is not about the trauma, but why I chose go on a different path than living in survival. My therapist, guys, just help me regulate, just so I don't have outbursts. He helped me about the breathing exercises that I had to do every day, but I have no medications. And it's good because 20 years ago they will give you prescription, and because of my meditation and yoga, I can sleep better, can do things as a mom better now. And this is why I advise you, if you think you're having a hard time with life, focusing on life, and you can't function properly, it's time to ask help. And with my therapy, and I also research, because I think my therapist didn't help me with the root cause of my trauma. He just helped me how to survive my everyday living and how to regulate. The issue about living in survival mode, guys, is that you're just doing the mistakes over and over again. You're just living life as if to survive. A dog with a burning tail, chasing the burning tail in circles without any evolution. And I'm just sick of being in this cycle, guys. That's why I said, okay, I'm gonna do something about it. If my therapist just helped me with some things, there are things that I need to research and find out by myself. How do I deal with the root cause of my trauma? So that's what I did. I went to the proper people, the professionals who study the brain and data. Results are there with their patients. These are the people, if you like to know, that I follow here in YouTube, so that you can follow them and they can give you really, really good professional advice about traumas, or if you have issues with relationships. But I am just a bridge for you to know who are the right people to listen to. Because if we listen to these people around us all throughout the years, our friends, our family even, and we're still in this forever cycle of mistakes, that means we're listening to the wrong people and wrong advices all our lives. So it needs to change, guys. You need to change who you listen to.
Unaware people has different lenses. We only see reality according to our own past experiences and pain. We all see, interpret, and feel things differently, so the opinions of others doesn't necessarily apply or help us. Their reality is only limited to what they know and filtered through their own lenses.
I am one of those people, guys, who thought that the trauma that I experienced was my fault. It took me 20 years to go back to that moment and realize things, It's because I have not been dealing with it. I kept on saying, yeah, it's just gonna pass. If I forget about it, then maybe it will just go away. That was my thinking back then. And the problem with that, guys, is you keep on saying, I'll deal with it tomorrow, 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 tomorrow. 20 years after, it's still there. Like me. The thing about trauma, guys, it keeps score. It keeps track of the things that needs to be taken care of. It will always come back for you to get justice. Sometimes you can live with your life pretending nothing happened. Yeah, you can live your life like that, but then, like me, my body said it's enough. Justice should be served, so I had to come clean and go to the therapist for that. If I didn't go to the therapist, I think what I would do is find the right people. That's how I healed my past issues with people here in YouTube. I've taken back my power by facing again my past. I had to go back 20 years ago and dig deep. I had to go through it all again. I want to enjoy life, guys. I want to savor every bit of happiness here on earth. I want to enjoy time with my kids, and I want to teach them that it's okay to face your fear. I think that's the best advice I can give them regarding traumas. You just have to face it. The earlier you face it, the better, because if you face the dragon and slay the dragon, then there is nothing that can put you down. We can't choose who our parents will be. We can't choose our siblings. We can't choose the traumas and experiences that we have. But we can choose how we live life. If we continue to not deal with the traumas and issues, or we can deal with it now so that it's out of the way of our progress. We can deny as much as we can. Until when, guys? When am I gonna address it and heal it? I'm already in my 40s. And I don't want to deal with it later on. The earlier I deal with it, then that means the earlier I can move on. I can enjoy life. We don't know where we're gonna die, guys. Maybe tomorrow, and I don't want to just look at the past or regret the past or something like that. So that's why this vlog is actually for people like me who thought I can run away with my trauma and issues. It's easier to run away, actually, and pretend it's not there. Like me, came back to bite me in the backside. So I hope this vlog will be a big help for those of you who need to hear this. The bottom line is dealing with issues in life, guys, so that we can live healthily with our loved ones and just not make mistakes over and over and over and over again. That's all. Enjoy the rest of the day. I'm just enjoying Brisbane And the water and my family over there. Light and